A big hello and welcome to Ideas in Spirituality. Our world, the creation, is divided. I'm dividing it for the sake of clarity into three stages. Stage 1. Stage 1 consists of the entire time from day 1 of creation, when God started creating, till the sixth day that Eve decided to eat the fruit from the tree of good and evil and share it with her husband. The world reflected unity. The stage 2 is from the time Eve decides to eat the fruit. This is the sixth day in time, and it will end in the sixth day. The day you eat from the tree, you will surely die. So, the time that we understand as the sixth day and will end on the sixth day, this is the time of duality, good and evil. And then a phase 3 will come in. A date and time has been fixed, and we will usher in that time a bit before the fixed time. And what will happen in that phase 3? Once again, the unity will be reflected in our world. The phase 3 is defined as a messianic time. It is the Shabbat when God can relax, Lishbot. Doesn't have to be involved, because we will be taking over our responsibilities without the concept of confusion. We will act lazy, we will make mistakes, but it won't be because we want to rebel. So the second phase, which is the phase of duality, why do we have to go there? Why did Eve had to eat from that tree of good and evil? So phase 1 was unity, phase 2 is duality, phase 3 is unity. Couldn't it be unity all throughout? The phase 1 is unity, where human being is a servant. He is a receiver. Phase 2 is an opportunity to participate in creation. And phase 3 is unity after human participation. So why did animals not get that opportunity? Every aspect of creation contributed to the creation of its essential man, and God contributed his innermost image. So what is that innermost image? Start asking questions. Innermost image is when God told Moshe, when Moshe asked, What should I tell the Jewish people who sent me? And God said, Ehye asher ehye. I will be what I will be. I am free to choose whatever I want. And that is that aspect which is the most important aspect in human beings. They have free will to choose. The real free will is the free will to choose God over the opposite. Okay, let's see. Let's give an example. Okay. Eve has the two trees, the tree of life, which is in the center, and the tree of good and evil, where no coordinates are given. When the snake, the Nachash, asks Eve, is there something that God said not to eat? She answered him saying, the tree in the center, the tree of good and evil. Was the good and evil tree in the center? No. So her coordinates are missing. She is misaligned with God. Once you are misaligned with God, then you start making mistakes. Those mistakes will be considered sin. Misaligning with God is not yet a sin. She misaligned. And then she ate that fruit. But it was in the big plan. She instituted, or she initialized the phase of duality in this world. Then there is good and evil. So every blessing that comes from Hashem, and Hashem only sends blessing, it comes in our realm with the equal and opposite evil. So when a prophet is saying something great, he is also bringing into our world the equal and opposite. That is the reason why Moshe Rabbeinu says, I have brought in front of you life and death. Choose life. It will always be in this 6th day that a human being has to make a choice. No other religion really thought about it. They said whatever is written in the New Testament is holy. No! If the basis was the Jewish Torah, they would have known that duality enters the world. If you bring in holiness, unholiness comes along. You can't help that out. And then it is your duty to choose that holiness, because that holiness is the choice of God. There are 613 positive and negative in front of you. I am not talking about positive and negative. If God says there is God, there is something that is not godly here. It comes along. In our speech, there is always the duality. If a person can say Israel is good, he can say something that is understood opposite of what he is really saying. So you have to choose. Every human being has to listen to what exactly he needs to listen. He is listening to a voice that always brings duality. And what is the right choice, baby? To choose God's choice. To choose God's choice is to choose God. That is the only thing we are here to do. It's our job. We bring godliness into this world by choosing God's choice. That is choosing God. God is not a man. God is not an idol. God is an idea which it cannot come into your brains. Infinity is something that you have a word, only a word for it. You don't understand it because you are in physicality. But that infinity, you can hold hands with him if you are choosing his choices. So then you have to have a Torah which gives you a list of things and the opposite of those things and God's choice. And when you choose God's choice, you are choosing to hold his hand. And it's not good for man to be alone. What does it mean? It means we need to choose God all throughout the time. Thank you.